Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist.
1 Minute Apologist.
If you had 1 minute to be able to unpack for the audience,
We interview the world's leading apologists to provide credible answers to curious questions.
I'm here with Dr. Mike Licona on the 1 Minute Apologist. We know that you've debated a lot of people, Mike, including Bart Ehrman. And when it comes to debating, we know that you will receive many objections. Well, most of us will never debate anyone in our life, so we think. If we're Christians and we're doing the work of evangelism, we will bump into and encounter non-believers who will raise objections to the Christian faith. What kind of tips would you give us for interacting with those who would disagree with us?
Well, you got Paul in Colossians chapter 4 that says, "Let your speech always be with grace, seasoned as it were with salt, so that you may know how to respond to each person." So when we are in discussion with those who are attacking our Christian faith or disagree, we always have to be graceful. 1 Peter 3:15, we're to defend our faith, yet do it with gentleness and respect. So we need to be respectful, we need to be gracious when talking with non-believers. Always, no exception. The second thing I'd say is how we give answers. I would say make a list as you're talking to a person. Write down their actual objections. For those that you have an answer for, provide the answer. If you provided the answer and they just simply reiterated their objection, point that out and say, "Hey, you didn't really answer my answer. You just restated your objection, and it was just as weak the second time as it was the first." If you don't know the answer, rather than wing it, just acknowledge that and say, "Hey, that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. Let me check it out. Let's get back and talk some more." It sounds like a good point on the front. But I think that people will generally recognize and appreciate your authenticity, your honesty there, and be willing to continue a discussion if you're honest with them. So those are just a few things.
Yeah, I've even found that when I do that, it allows me to go and learn more about my own faith. And that's how God equips me. As I get in conversation, I get asked questions I don't know, and I go study and I learn. Right on. Thanks, bud.